ॐ ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्य मनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपदान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमां विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामीन इति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरतिसे नमः। पंचतत्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूप स्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकं। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधो दीनबंधो जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण। जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय अद्वैत गौरचंद्र जय भक्त वृंद। जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद। जय जय श्री चैतन्य जय नित्यानंद जय अद्वैत चंद्र जय गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Thank you so much for your kind association. We are continuing our reading of Sri Caitanya Bhagavata by Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur Mahasaya. And we are reading the Adi Khanda. There are three Khandas, Adi Khanda, Madhya Khanda and Shesha Khanda or Antya Khanda. We are still in the Adi Khanda, chapter 7. Last time we discussed till text number 28, where we saw how Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, his elder brother, Sri Vishvarupa, he was feeling great pain in his heart seeing the situation of the materialists in Sri Navadvip Dham. They were atheistic, they were very materialistic, they would mock the devotees, and they had no respect, no consideration for the devotees of Sri Hari. Seeing this abominable situation, Vishwarup felt more renounced and more disgusted with materialistic way of life. So we'll continue from verse number 29. Usha kale Vishwarupa kari ganga snan Advaita sabhaya asi haya upasthan. So Vishwarup, what did he do when he saw that majority people in Sri Navadvip Dham in Nadia, they were atheistic, or they were at least materialistic, if not atheistic. They were karmis, karmakandis. So what did Vishwarup do? He took shelter of devotee association, and he would spend his time associating with Sri Advaita Prabhu, Srila Srivas Thakur, Srila Haridas Thakur, Shuklambar Brahmachari, and others. So this is a good lesson for all of us, that we should seek devotee association. And if the devotee association is not available in person, close to us, we should seek out ways how we can best associate with sincere devotees and get inspired by such association. It may be online, it may be electronic association, but somehow or the other we should be in the association of devotees. That's what Vishwarup did. So what did he do? What was the Dinacharya? What was the daily schedule of Vishwarup? Usha Kale means in the morning. Usha means morning. Usha Kale Vishwarupa Kari Ganga Snan. So he purified himself by doing Ganga Snan. Advaita Sabhaya Asi Haya Upasthan. And he would be present in the gathering of all the devotees in the house of Sri Advaita Acharya. He would go to Advaita Acharya's house. And what would he do? Sarva Shastre Vakhanena Krishna Bhakti Sar Shuniya Advaita Sukhe Karena Hunkar. There in the house of Advaita Acharya, Sri Vishwarup, Sri Advaita Prabhu, Srivas Thakur, and other devotees, they would discuss different Bhakti Shastras like Srimad Bhagavatam. And Vishwarup would establish Sarva Shastre Vakhanena Krishna Bhakti Sar, that the conclusion of all the revealed scriptures is Krishna Bhakti. Very logically and based on scriptural evidence, Sri Vishwarup would establish this fact that Krishna Bhakti is the real message of all the scriptures. Shunya Advaita Sukhe Karena Hunkar. And hearing such authentic and correct conclusions, Advaita Prabhu would be very happy. Because we saw how all over Navadvip, different teachers, even teachers who were specializing in Bhakti Shastras like Ramayana, Mahabharata, Srimad Bhagavatam, Vishnu Puran, Padma Puran, even they would give non-devotional conclusions. Even they would give conclusions tinged heavily with karmakand, fruitive activities. I do this and I should get this in return, some material benefits. So hearing the pure conclusions expounded by Sri Vishwarup, our Advaita Prabhu would feel great happiness. Sarva Shastre Vakhanena Krishna Bhakti Sar Shunya Advaita Sukhe Karena Hunkar. Advaita Prabhu will be very happy listening to the Katha of Sri Vishwarup because it was steeped in pure devotion. Puja chhadi Vishwarupe dhari kari kole Anande Vaishnava Sabha Hari Hari Bole. So we know what was the main devotional activity of Advaita Prabhu. Those of you who attended the initial sessions, we saw there were three main devotees in Navadvip who were praying very hard for the Supreme Lord to appear in Nadia. They were Srila Srivas Thakur, Sri Advaita Acharya, and Srila Haridas Thakur. And these three devotees were always united. They were best of friends, but their method of worship, their bhajana kriya was different. Advaita Acharya's bhajana kriya, his method of worship was Shaligram Seva. He had a Narasimha Shaligram Shila and he would worship that Shaligram Shila with Ganga Jal and Tulsi leaves and pray to the Shaligram Shila that please appear, Supreme Lord, please appear in Nadia to deliver these people, to give them Krishna Bhakti. Only you can do it. Srivas Thakur's method was to go to Ganga and along with his brothers like Ramaya Pandit and Srinidhi, Shripati, his four brothers, he would go and he would worship Ganga Devi and pray to Ganga Devi that please Ganga Devi, you are very dear to the Lord. Please make the Supreme Lord appear in Navadvip. It's time. It's time. Kali Yuga has progressed way too much. We have to come and halt the progress of Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga Pavana Kali Bhaya Nashana Shri Shachi Nandana Gao He. So Srivas Thakur was praying to Ganga Devi. That was his method. And what was the method of Srila Haridas Thakur? He was already self-realized. He had nothing to pray for himself. But he was chanting 192 rounds for all of us. My dear Lord, intensely while chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Our Haridas Thakur Mahashay would be praying to the Supreme Lord, please appear and save this world. So we see how different devotees can have different moods. Advaita Acharya's focus was on deity worship. So what would Advaita Acharya be doing in the morning? He would be doing his puja. In the meantime, Vishvarupa has taken Ganga Snan and he comes to house of Advaita Prabhu, where Advaita Acharya is sitting and doing Shaligram Seva. So what would Advaita Acharya do when Vishvarupa would come to his house? That is described in verse number 31. Srila Vrindavan Das Thakur writes, Puja chhadi Vishvarupe dhari kari kole anande Vaishnava sabha Hari Hari bole. As soon as Vishvarupa would enter the courtyard of Haridas Thakur, of Srila Advaita Acharya, Sri Advaita would puja chhadi, would give up the puja, and he would immediately get up and embrace Vishvarupa. This is a very important lesson. When a pure Vaishnava or when a sincere devotee comes to our house and we are doing arti or we are engaged in deity worship, we should pause the deity worship and receive the Vaishnava. Receive the, not that I am offering arti so you can wait. No. Service to Vaishnavas. This is the meaning of what Krishna says in the 11th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Mad Bhakta Puja Abhyadika. The worship of my devotee is more important than my own worship. This is a very important principle. We should never neglect a devotee because we are engaged in the service of Sri Hari. Ye me bhakta jana partha, name bhakta shate jana, mad bhakta nam chaye bhakta, ste me bhaktottama mata. In Adi Puran, Lord Krishna tells Arjun, Ye me bhakta jana partha, O Partha, O son of Pritha, son of Kunti. My dear Arjun, please listen. Those who are my devotees, Ye me bhakta jana, name bhakta shate jana. They are not my devotees. Those who are my devotees are not my devotees. But those who are devotees of my devotees, mad bhaktanam chaye bhaktas. Those who are devotees of my devotees, they may bhakta uttama mata. It is my opinion that they are my uttam devotees. Those who are devotees of my devotees. Those who are servants of the servants. So this evidence is there. Therefore, Sri Narottam Thakur says, Shri Krishna Caitanya Prabhu Dasera Nudasa Seva Abhilasha Kore Narottama Dasa. Dasera Nudas. Even Vritrasura prays in the same mood. Aham Hare Tava Padaika Mula Dasanudaso Bhavitasmi Bhuya Manahasmareta Supater Gunamste Grinitava Karma Karotu Kaya. Aham Hare Tava Padaika Mula Das Anudaso Bhavitasmi. Even Mahaprabhu, Gopi Bhartu Pada Kamalayora Dasa Anudasa. So there are many evidences in our revealed scriptures that we should aspire to be servants of the servants of Krishna. So when a devotee comes and we are engaged in the service of Krishna, we should pause and we should run and receive the devotee first. Make the devotee comfortable and then we can resume. And of course, the devotee will not expect that we should halt our service to Krishna. The devotee will say, no, I'm fine, please continue, carry on the puja. That is what a devotee will say. So we should not think, hey, I have entered the house and he's continuing to make his offering. He is still ringing his bell. He is not receiving me. No, that is not how we should think. So when we offer the ghee lamb and then we have to offer it as Mahaprasad to the assembled devotees, we should go to the senior devotee first. Then next, in the order of seniority. That is Vaishnava etiquette. But if we think we are senior and we feel that the ghee lamp should come to me first, I was initiated before this fellow. Why he's taking the ghee lamp to him? Doesn't he know I'm senior? Hare Krishna. That is a sick mentality. We should immediately chastise ourselves and correct that mentality. We should never think the ghee lamp should come to me first. A senior devotee, advanced devotee will never think that I am advanced. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, the author of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, the authorized biography of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He is Kasturi Manjari in the spiritual world, disciple of Nityananda Prabhu, Shiksha disciple of Srila Raghunath Das Goswami on the banks of Radhakund. That Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami Maharaj, author of Govinda Lilamrita, describes the Ashtakali Lila of Radha and Krishna in the eternal spiritual realm. That Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is writing in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. Jagai madai haite mui se papishta purushera kita haite mui se laghishta. Heartbreaking humility. Jagai madai haite mui se papishta. I am more sinful, more papi than Jagai and Madai. Purushera kita haite mui se laghishta. And I am more fallen than the worm in the stool. Purushera kita. This is humility. We should not think the ghee lamp should come to me first. We should not think that that devotee should pause his service to Sri Hari for because I am entering. He's not following Vaishnava etiquette. Devotee should not think like that. But when we are offering service to Sri Hari, we should be very mindful that the devotees should be received properly. They should be taken care of. Sri Advaita Acharya is clearly teaching us this in the pages of Sri Caitanya Bhagavata. Puja chhadi Vishvarupe dhari kari kole anande Vaishnava sabha Hari Hari bole. And this behavior of Advaita Acharya was approved by all the assembled devotees. Hari Hari, they would say, seeing the behavior. Advaita Acharya is a high class Brahman. High class Brahman. So he's setting this example. Krishnanande Bhaktagana Kare Simhanad Karo Chitte Aranahi Spuraye Vishad. Then in the association of Sri Vishvarupa and Sri Advaita Acharya and the ecstasy of Krishna consciousness, Krishnanande Bhaktaganes Kare Simhanad. The devotees will roar like lions. They will roar with joy like lions in the association of Vishvarupa and Advaita Acharya. And Karo Chitte Aranahi Spuraye Vishad. Vishad means lamentation or sorrow. There was no sorrow. Vishad nahi, there was no sorrow once Vishvarupa and Advaita Acharya would come. This is the power of devotee association. The greatest happiness is in the association of devotees, and the greatest sorrow, according to Srila Ramananda Rai, in his response to Mahaprabhu's question, what is the greatest sorrow in this material world? The greatest sorrow is separation from devotees. The greatest pleasure is in association of devotees. Greatest sorrow is separation from devotees. Vishvarupa chhadi keha nahi jaya ghare, Vishvarupa na aise na apano mandire. And Vishvarupa also would get so much happiness, so much bliss in the association of devotees in the house of Advaita Prabhu that Vishvarupa chhadi keha nahi jaya ghare. He would not go to his own house. He would want to stay in the house of Advaita Acharya. Vishvarupa na aise na apana mandire. And the devotees had no desire that Vishwarup should leave us and go to his house, nor did Vishwarup have a desire to leave them and go to his house. So Vishwarup would stay there day and night. Randhana kariya shachi bole Vishvambare, tomara agraje giya anaha satvare. How sweet. Randhana kariya shachi bole Vishvambare. Vishvambhar is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nimai, and Vishwarup is the elder brother. Randhana Kariya means after finishing her cooking, Shachi Bole Vishvambhare. So Vishwarup is a young teenager and Vishwambhar, Nimai, he is 5-6 years old. So Randhana Kariya Shachi Bole Vishvambhare. She would tell Vishvambhar, Nimai, Tomara Agraje Giya Anaha Satvare. Go quickly, Satvare means quickly. Go quickly and bring your Agraj. Agra means ahead and Ja means to take birth. So elder brother is called Agraja. Younger brother is called Anuja. Anu means to follow, one who follows behind. So Anuj is younger brother, Agraj is elder brother. So Tomara Agraje Giya Anaha Satvare. Quickly go and bring your elder brother, Vishwarup here. It's time for lunch. Prasad. Mayera Adeshe Prabhu Advaita Sabhaya Ai Sena Agraje Re Labara Chadaya. So Mayera Adeshe Prabhu, getting the order of his mother, Shachi Devi, our Prabhu, Vishvambara or Nimai, Advaita Sabhaya. He will go to the house of Advaita Acharya where there is a Sabha, there is an assembly of devotees, and Aisena Agrajere Lavara Chalaya. And he would call his elder brother home. Dear brother, dear Vishwarup, please come home. Mother is calling. आसिया देखे न प्रभु वैष्णव मंडल अन्योन्य करे न कृष्ण कथन मंगला. When Prabhu Vishwambara Nimai, he would enter the assembly of devotees in the house of Advaita Prabhu, he would see what is the Vaishnava Mandala doing, what is the assembly of devotees, what are they doing? Anyonye karena Krishna kathana mangala. Anyone means with each other, they are doing Krishna katha. Mangala, the auspicious Krishna katha. Krishna Punya Kathamritam, the auspicious Krishna katha. They are discussing with each other. Krishna Kathana Mangala. You would see that all the devotees are engaged in discussing Krishna Katha. And this is what Lord Krishna wants us to do. Machittamagata prana bodhayanta parasparam kathayantaschamam nityam tushyanti cha ramanti cha. The Lord Krishna says that Machittamagata prana, those who are dedicated to me, those who are my devotees, bodhayanta parasparam means anyone, with each other, they are always talking about what? Kathayantaschamam, Krishna Katha, my Katha. Tava Kathamritam Tapta Jivanam. Discussing Krishna Katha. It is Mangal, it is all auspicious. That's what the devotees would be doing. And little Nimai would see that, he would observe that. Apana Prastava Shuni Shri Gaura Sundara Sabare Karena Shubha Drishti Manohara. Apana Prastava Shuni. So when little Nimai would walk into the assembly, he would see all the devotees, Sri Vishvarupa, Advaita Acharya, Shuklambar Brahmachari, Haridas Thakur, Srivas Thakur, and others, talking Krishna Katha, glorifying Krishna. So Srila Vrindavan Thakur is writing, little Nimai would hear Apana Prastava Shuni. He would hear his own glorification because he's Krishna. They are doing Krishna Katha, they are glorifying Krishna. And little Nimai is hearing his own glorification from these devotees, Sri Gaura Sundara, Apana Prastava Shuni Shri Gaura Sundara Sabara Karena Shubha Drishti Manohar. He would cast his merciful Shubha Drishti, he would cast his merciful glance on all the assembled devotees. Which means if we are coming together and we are discussing Krishna Katha, then Shri Gaura Sundar will cast his merciful glance upon all of us. Kripa Drishtipat. Kripa Drishtipat. He will cast his merciful glance on us. Munindra Vrinda Vandite Triloka Shoka Harini Prasanna Vaktra Pankaje Nikunja Bhu Vilasini Vrajendra Bhanu Nandini Vrajendra Sunu Sangate Kada Karishya Sihamam Kripa Kataksha Bhajanam. Lord Shankar, Lord Shiva has written this Radha Kripa Kataksha Stava, in which Lord Shiva, as Gopeshwar Mahadev, is praying to Srimati Radharani, when will you cast your merciful glance upon me? And that is coming to fruition. It is coming to be true in Gaura Lila. That same Sadashiv has appeared as Sri Advaita Prabhu, and Srimati Radharani has come as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and casting her merciful glance on them as they are discussing Krishna Katha. Kada Karishyasi Hama Kripa Kataksha. This Kripa Kataksha is called Shubha Drishtipat. So, Apana Prastava Shuni Shri Gaura Sundara Sabare Karena Shubha Drishti Manohara. Prati Ange, now Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Nimai's beauty is described. He is 5 or 6 years old. He is in his Digambar roop, without any clothes. Prati Ange Nirupama Lavanya Rasima Koti Chandra nahe eka nakhera upama. Look at our transcendently maddened Vrindavan. Vrindavan Das Thakur becomes mad when he describes the personal beauty of Nimai. I have seen it so many times. We saw when Nimai's birth was described, how Vrindavan Das Thakur goes mad. He writes verses in 4 different meters. In his ecstasy, there are like pages after pages describing Mahaprabhu's appearance. Now again, he's becoming transcendently mad. He's describing the beauty of little Nimai. Prati Ange Nirupama. Nirupama means incomparable, unsurpassed, unprecedented beauty. Prati Anga, each and every part of the body of Nimai. Anga means limb. Each and every part of little Nimai, his eyes, his hair, his cheeks, his ears, Sukarana Ratna Kundalam, his limbs, Anga, Sucharchita Anga Chandanam, Namami Gaura Sundaram. To Namami Nanda Nandanam, but we can say Namami Gaura Sundaram. Koti Chandra Nahe Eka Nakhera Upama. Crores of moons, millions and millions of moons cannot compare to the effulgence coming from one fingernail or toenail of Nimai. Srila Vrindavan Thakur is writing. Tribhanga Deha Sundaram Nakha Dyuti Sudhakaram Amulya Ratna Bhushanam Namami Nanda Nandanam. Similar, that Nandanandan has come as Shachi Nandan. Prati Ange Nirupama Lavanya Rasima. Lavanya means beauty. Lavanya Rasima. It is the zenith, the limit, topmost limit of beauty. Nimai Vishvambara. Koti Chandra Nahe Eka Nakhera Upama. How beautiful. Prati Ange Nirupama Lavanya Rasima. Koti Chandra Nahe Eka Nakhera Upama. This is the beauty of Nimai. One of the auspicious markings on the lotus feet of Nimai is a crescent moon. Not full moon, not half moon. Crescent moon. It's just a crescent moon. Just a sliver of the moon. And the reason is given, all the auspicious markings on the lotus feet of Nimai Vishvambara, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu have a reason. And someday, if time permits, we will discuss all the symbols on the lotus feet of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And there is a very beautiful reason why those symbols exist eternally on the lotus feet of Nimai. One of the symbols is a crescent moon. And the reason is why a full moon is not there on the lotus feet of Nimai. Only a crescent moon is there. Because all the 10 toenails are like millions and millions of moons. So when the moon wanted to offer itself at the lotus feet of Nimai and become one of the auspicious markings on Sri Nimai's lotus feet, the moon felt extremely humbled. I am one moon, but each and every nail of Nimai is more effulgent than millions of moons. His fingernails and his toenails, 20 moons. What is the use of this one little small moon? So out of humility, the moon shrank and became just a small crescent moon and appeared on the lotus foot of Nimai. So that crescent moon on the lotus foot of Nimai reminds us to be humble, reminds us the principle of humility. If we want to take shelter of the lotus feet of Nimai, who is Radha and Krishna combined, then we must be humble. All the auspicious markings on the lotus feet of Srimati Radhika Rani and all the auspicious markings on the lotus feet of Sri Krishna Chandra, they are present on the lotus feet of Nimai, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, because he's combined incarnation of Radha and Krishna. One of them is crescent moon, teaching us the principle of being humble. We should never feel I am a special devotee of the Lord. No, there are millions and millions of devotees better than me. When Srila Haridas Thakur tells Mahaprabhu in the Antya Leela of Sri Chaitanya Charita, Mahaprabhu, I cannot bear to see your disappearance, Leela, you disappearing from this world. I cannot bear to see. Therefore, I want to depart from this world before you. Please give me permission to die. At that time, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu tells Haridas Thakur, my dear Haridas, how will I live without you? I have specifically kept you here in Jagannath Puri with me because I want your association. I cannot live without you. How will I live without you, my dear Haridas? Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told him. Haridas Thakur, he dismissed that proposal of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he said, please don't cheat me like that, my dear Mahaprabhu. Please don't cheat me with those words. There are millions and millions of devotees who are qualified to sit upon my head. They're qualified to stand on my head, put their lotus feet on my head. What is the loss to the world if I don't exist? What is the loss to this world if I die? If an insignificant ant somewhere dies, what is the loss to this world? There is no loss. Similarly, if I die, there will be no loss to this world. This is the humility of Sri Haridas Thakur Maharaj. So that crescent moon teaches us the principle of humility. Koti Chandra nahe eka nakhera upama. Digambara sarva anga dhulaya dhusara hasiya agraja pranti karena uttara. Digambara sarva anga, without any clothes, dhulaya dhusara, and his body covered with the dust of Navadvip, where he has played with his friends. Hasiya agraja prati karena uttara. Vishvambara would come into that assembly, he would smile, and he would address Vishvarupa, his elder brother. What would he say? Bhojane aisa bhai dakaye janani agraja vasana dhari chalaye apani. Bhojane aisa bhai. Oh, my dear brother, come for bhojan, come for having your meal. Bhojane aisa bhai, dakaye janani. Our janani is calling. Dakaye means to call. Dakaye janani. Mother Shachi is calling. Come to eat. Agraja vasana dhari chalaye apani. He would hold the dhoti of Vishwarupa and say, come on, brother, mother is calling. Come to eat. देखी से मोहना रूपा सर्वा भक्ता गाना स्थगित हाया सबे करे निरीक्षण. देखी से मोहना रूपा सर्वा भक्ता gana. Seeing the beauty of little Nimai, all the devotees sthagita haya. They would get stunned seeing the beauty. And Kare Nirikshana. And constantly they would be just beholding, gazing at the beautiful form of Nimai. Lavanya Rasima. Rupa Manohar. Such a beautiful form. Still their hearts. Samadhira prayahai ache bhakta gane Krishnera kathana karu na ai se vadane. Samadhira praya hayache bhakta gane. The devotees would as if enter a state of samadhi, just beholding the beauty of Nimai. And Krishnera kathana karu na aise vadane. And they were unable to speak with their mouths Krishna Katha anymore. They were discussing Krishna Katha, but as soon as Nimai would come and they would see his beauty, oh, they would enter a state of samadhi. They could just not take their eyes off Nimai. Prabhu dekhi bhakta moha swabhave haya vina anubhava viyo daser chetalaya. Prabhu dekhi bhakta moha swabhave haya. It is the nature of devotees to get completely carried away by the beauty of Krishna. So when we take darshan in the temple, we should feel something when we see our beloved Lord. Such beauty. We should spend some time taking darshan of the Lord. Even if we don't have attraction, we should stand for some time and gaze at the beautiful form of the Lord, giving darshan. His beautiful limbs, his beautiful form, beautiful clothes, beautiful ornaments, beautiful flower garlands, beautiful bouquet, beautiful flute, beautiful peacock feather, turbans, Chandrika, Srimati Radharani, and their beautiful smiling faces. You should spend some time. Notice, not just we go, Dandavat Pranam, Hare Krishna, Jai, 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 and then just move on. No, you should spend some time taking darshan, gazing at them. Bhaktera Swabhav, this is the nature of a devotee, to gaze at the beauty. Dina Parikshaye Nila Kuntalaye Avanaruhananam Vibradhavritam Ghanarajaswalam Darshayan Manasina Smaram Virayachasi. In the Gopi Gita, the gopis are addressing Krishna as Veer, O hero. Gopangana Sunayakam Sada Sukha Pradayakam Jaganmana Pralobhanam Namami Nandanandanam. Gopangana Sunayakam, the beautiful, wonderful hero of the gopis. Gopinayak, Gopinath, Gopijana Vallabha, Radha Vallabha Krishna. They are calling him Veer, O hero. Dina Parikshaye Nila Kuntalaye. All day we wait for you, Krishna. When will you come back from your Gochar and Leela? After grazing the cows in the forest, when will you come back and give us your darshan? Dina Parikshaye Nila Kuntalaye. Your beautiful bluish blackish face with those curly locks of soft hair cascading down your beautiful face. Dina Parikshaye Nila Kuntalaye Vanaruhananam Vibradhavritam. Coming back from the one, coming back from the forest after grazing your cows, along with your friends, along with Balramji. You are walking in front of our house in the evening, coming back to your home, Nanda Bhavan. Vibradhavritam, and you are covered with what? Ghana Rajaswalam, a thick layer of dust. You see, even Nima is covered with dust. We just saw. All his limbs are covered with dust. So Ghana Rajaswalam. Ghana means thick. Raja means Vrajaraj. Therefore, we must have Vrajaraj and we must honor Vrajaraj. And we must do some Vrajaraj Sevan every day. We should smear Vrajaraj on our body every day. Vrajaraj is very dear to Krishna. In our next session, next Caitanya Bhagavata class, Krishna willing, we will talk about the glory of Vrajaraj. It comes in the next few verses. So Vrajaraj is very important. Krishna is covered with Vrajaraj. And the gopis want that darshan of Krishna, where he is coming with his body covered with Ghana Rajaswalam Darshayan Muhur. Again and again, Muhur, we want that darshan of you covered with Vrajaraj. So darshan Muhu. Again and again they want darshan. So we should also take darshan of the Lord, our Ishtadev, for a long time. We should keep looking at the Lord, sweet Lord, offering prayers, chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, offering our love. That is Bhaktira Swabhav. Samadhira Prayahai Yache Bhaktagane Krishnera Kathana Karo Nahaise Vadane Prabhu Dekhi Bhakta Moha Swabhave Haya Vina Anu Bhavaviyo Dasir Chittalaya. And even before the devotees realized the identity of little Nimai, that he is Krishna, his Supreme Lord, his Gaura Sundar, his Shama Sundar, Chittalaya. He had already stolen their heart. Krishna steals our heart even before we realize it. Krishna is so attractive. Verse 44. Prabhu se apana bhakatera chitta hare ekatha bhujite anya jane nahi pare. Prabhu se apana bhaktera chitta hare. How Prabhu Vishvambara, how Gaura Hari, Chitta Hare, Bhaktera Chitta Hare, how Hari Gaura Hari steals the hearts of the devotees, steals the minds of the devotees. Ek katha bhujite anya jane nahi pare. Only a devotee can understand. Others cannot understand how Krishna steals our heart. The name Hari itself means Premadaya Mana Hare iti Hari. He gives his own love and steals our heart. Mana Hare, that is called Hari. The name Hari means one who steals the heart. And also Sarva Amangala Hare iti Hari. He steals away all inauspiciousness from our life. That is the meaning of the word Hari. But materialistic people, they cannot understand how Krishna steals our heart. Ravananta kara makhanata skara gopijana vastrahari brajera rakhala gopa vrinda pala chittahari vamshidhari. We are Vamshidhari Gopal Prabhu here. Vamshidhari Gopal Das, servant of Vamshidhari Krishna. What does Vamshidhari Krishna do? He steals our heart. Chittahari Vamshidhari. Our Gopal, our Sham Sundar, our Murlidhar, he plays his Venu, his Vamshi. Venu Kwanantamaravinda Dalayataksham Barhavatam Asitam Buddha Sundarangam Kandarpakoti Kamaniya Vishesha Shobham Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. He plays his flute and he steals our heart. Chitta Hari Vamshidhari. Steals our heart. But a materialistic person cannot understand this mystery. Verse number 45 is very beautiful now. What is coming up? E rahasya vidita kailena bhagavate parikshit shunilena shukadeva haite. This rahasya, how Krishna steals the hearts of the devotees. Vidita kailena bhagavate. This is written in Srimad Bhagavatam. It is revealed in Srimad Bhagavatam by Shukdev Goswami. Parikshita shunilena shukadeva haite. From Shukdev Goswami, Parikshit Maharaj has heard this mystery, how Krishna steals the hearts of his devotees. Prasange shunaha bhagavatera akhyana Shuka parikshitera samvada anupama. This prasanga of how Krishna steals the hearts of the devotees like no one else does is described in Srimad Bhagavatam by Shukdev Goswami to Parikshit Maharaj. Prasanga sunaha bhagavatera akhyana, it is mentioned in Bhagavatam as a conversation between Shuka parikshitera samvada anupama. Very, very beautiful, incomparable samvad between Parikshit and Shukdev Goswami. This mystery is revealed. How Krishna steals the hearts of the devotees like no one else. Should we get into this? Because the next verse 47 onwards, it gets into this pastime. But if we get into this, it will require some nice explanation. So we will do it next time. We'll pause here. And next time we will dive into this beautiful mystery. Mysterious conversation between Shukdev Goswami and Maharaj Parikshit. But for now, we will pause our discussion here. But if devotees have any questions or any comments, then we can take some. But before I do that, I want to offer my sincere gratitude to Sugandha Mataji, Sugandha Arora Mataji, for helping me out in the class this morning. For this Baltimore. Thank you for reminding me when my memory was failing me. So thank you very much. Hare Krishna. So we will take some questions. Sri Caitanya Bhagavata ki jai, Shri Vrindavan Das Thakur Mahashaya ki jai, Sri Vishvambara ki jai, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki jai. Hare Krishna. Jai Srila Prabhupada. So Vinit Prabhu, you can unmute. Let me just you can unmute Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Dhanwad Pradhan. Jai Srila Prabhupada. It's such a beautiful way of reminding us that we need to spend time with Krishna. We need to meditate on him, on his beauty, and not be like Hare Krishna, I came here to do dandavats now, fulfill item A, item B, item C. That kind of behavior is I do that very frequently. So thank you so much for teaching us how to meditate on the Lord. Prabhuji, one thing that I've been struggling with is when one starts practicing devotional service, one has the opportunity to engage the senses. So we know what activities engage the senses, but that doesn't mean that we are doing it with the intent of serving Krishna. We are probably just dovetailing our propensity, at least for me. So to engage with intention, you need the mind and intelligence also to be engaged in devotional service. And for that to happen, one needs to be immersed in the different aspects of devotional service. There must be some higher rasa that is available from devotional activities to engage the intelligence. And especially intelligence is engaged by reading the tikas of acharyas or hearing from elevated Vaishnavas. The question I have is, I was struggling with whether I should do it or not. And when I got the opportunity to do it, I tried to do it, but I cannot hold on to the realizations or the rasa that is coming from hearing such elevated katha or reading such elevated katha. So is it because I'm not qualified and that's why I cannot access those? And how to access those so that my intelligence is engaged?
In Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna tells Arjun in a very important verse, Tasmat sarveshu kaleshu mam anusmara yudhya Mai arpita mano buddhir mame vashyasya samshaya. In the 8th chapter, Lord Krishna tells Arjun that Mai arpita mano buddhir. You are talking about engaging the intelligence. Lord Krishna says it is very important. Mai arpita mano buddhir mam eva shashi asamshaya. You will definitely come to me if you are always remembering me. Mam anusmara yudhyacha, and do what I am telling you, and always remember me and engage your mind and intelligence, offer it to me. My arpita, offer your mind and intelligence to me in my service. So yes, our mind and intelligence has to be engaged in Krishna's service. Srila Prabhupada has given us in his Bhaktivedanta purports the essence of the commentary of the acharyas. And we must read Srila Prabhupada's purports. And Srila Prabhupada has given it to us in a way that is accessible for us. Srila Prabhupada's language is the language that we speak. We speak the language of Srila Prabhupada. Different acharyas may have different way of presenting, and we are Prabhupadanuga. We are followers of Om Vishnupad, Paramhamsa Parivrajaka Acharya Ashtottar Shata Shri Srimad Abhay Charana Arvinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada. We are drinking his milk. We are fed by Srila Prabhupada's milk. We are nourished by Srila Prabhupada's milk. And if we read Srila Prabhupada's purports, we grow up in our spiritual life being nourished by Srila Prabhupada's perfect words, then we will get the ability to understand and relish what the acharyas have given. And then we can read the commentaries of Srila Sanatana Goswami, Srila Jiva Goswami, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. But the essence, because when I read these commentaries, His Holiness Bhanu Swami Maharaj has translated, and when I read, I see that the essence is given by Srila Prabhupada in his purports. And there are more details in the commentaries that we can refer to, but the essence is already there in Srila Prabhupada's purports. So we should see the writings of the acharyas through the lens that has been given by Srila Prabhupada. And we will acquire that lens only by reading Srila Prabhupada's books first, by chanting our rounds nicely, reading Srila Prabhupada's books. Then we can refer to these commentaries. I remember once one brahmachari, he was telling me, Pavaneshwar Prabhu, you know, His Grace Pavaneshwar Prabhu, a very nice brahmachari, very scholarly also. So he was telling me that he once entered the room of spiritual master Srila Radhanath Swami Maharaj at Sri Radha Gopinath Mandir, and there are two book closets in Maharaj's room. So Maharaj sits on the floor, there's cow dung on the floor and the wall, and he sits on the floor, and on both sides there are bookshelves. One bookshelf is Srila Prabhupada's library. From Science of Self-Realization to Bhagavad Gita as it is, Srimad Bhagavatam, Caitanya Charitamrita, Ishopanishad, Nectar of Devotion, Nectar of Instruction, all the books of Srila Prabhupada are there in one shelf. And on the other shelf, you'll see Chaitanya Shikshamrit, there is Gopal Champu, and there are, other books written by Srila Prabhupada's God brother, Srila Prabhupada's disciples, and all the books are there. And the Acharya's commentaries are there. So Pavaneshwar Prabhu noticed that Srila Prabhupada's books are well worn. His Maharaj has used them, read through them many times. They are well worn out, those books. And these books look like brand new books. They have been read, but not read so much. So he asked Maharaj this. So Maharaj said, yes, Srila Prabhupada's books are the textbooks for us. They are the foundational books for us. And all these books are reference books. So it's Janmashtami, you're giving a Janmashtami class. You want to know some details about Krishna's birth from Gopal Champu or from Anand Vrindavan Champu. So yes, you can refer to what Srila Jiva Goswami is writing, what Srila Kavi Karnapur is writing. But Srila Prabhupada's books are our foundational books. So these are reference books and these are textbooks. So like that. So that is one way of understanding that first we have to understand Srila Prabhupada's books. Only then we will develop appreciation and taste for these books, the commentaries of the Acharyas. And also in Chaitanya Charitamrita there is a verse that Aham vedmi shuko veti vyaso veti na veti va bhaktya bhagavatam grahayam na budhaya na chatikaya. So you are talking about intelligence. Intelligence has to be engaged, and you're talking about tikas, commentaries. So both those things are discussed in this verse. And Lord Shiva himself wrote this verse. He says, Aham vedmi, I understand Bhagavatam. Shuko veti, Shukdev Goswami understands Bhagavatam. Vyaso veti na vetiva. There is a doubt whether Vyasdev understands Srimad Bhagavatam or not, because he is not a Brajvasi. I am a Brajvasi, I am Gopishwar Mahadev. Shukdev Goswami is Radharani's parrot, he is Brajvasi. But Vyasdev is sitting in Badrik Ashram. So there is a doubt whether he understands, because Bhagavatam is for Brajvasis. Only a Brajvasi can understand Bhagavatam, especially the 10th canto. So, Bhaktya Bhagavatam Grahayam. Only a devotee can understand Bhagavatam with devotion. Bhaktya Mam Abhijanati. In Bhagavad Krishna says. Bhaktya to anannaya shakya. Aham vidho Arjuna. I can be known only by Bhakti, Krishna says. So, Bhaktya Bhagavatam Grahayam na budhaya na chatikaya. You cannot understand Bhagavatam by our own brute intelligence or by tikaya, by reading too many commentaries. So it's good to read commentaries, but they are for reference purposes. Our staple diet is Srila Prabhupada's books. Is that helpful, Vinit Prabhu?
Thank you so much, Prabhu.
And our swadhyay should be supported and nourished by good bhajan. When we chant nicely, we follow the morning program, our consciousness becomes like a nice vessel which can receive what we are hearing and what we are reading. Otherwise, we may hear lectures, we may read books, but they will not percolate inside. We will not be able to assimilate them. That power, that ability to digest the food of Shravanam and Swadhyaya comes from sadhana. Hare Krishna. I'll repeat. The power to digest and assimilate the food that we are taking in through Shravanam and through Swadhyaya comes from good Nam Bhajan. Nam Bhajan. Therefore, Nam is called the husband of Vidya. Cheto darpanamarjanam bhava mahadavagni nirvapanam. Shreya kairava chandrika vitaranam Vidya Vadhu Jivanam. Vidya is Vadhu. Vidya Devi is the wife of Nam Prabhu, of Krishna Nam. And her life and soul, her Jivanam is Nam. Nam Sankirtan. Param Vijaya Shri Krishna Sankirtan. So is that okay, Vinit Prabhu? We talked about sadhana, having good sadhana to understand what we are reading and to have Srila Prabhupada's books as the foundation on which we can build reading other books also. Is that helpful, Vinit Prabhu?
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna. Vamshidhari Gopal Prabhu, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dhanapana. So,
Hare
Prabhuji,
Krishna.
my question is.
Good to see you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, same here, Prabhuji. So, my question is, like when I do daily deity worship, so like I feel that sometimes it becomes like a routine, So I kind of like my external senses are engaged, but it just going on. Like I do the whole worship, and sometimes mind is not there. Even if mind is there, means it's not that. Like I feel that first experience which I had when I first time did Guru Puja, when I first time sing Guru Ashtakam. So that thing is still fresh in my mind, like what kind of romance I had in my whole body, But of late, it seems that okay, the 2 times a daily we are doing the deity worship and singing the aarti and everything. So sometimes that routineness, that thing comes. Okay, it's our routine activity. So how do I keep that freshness every day? What are some tips or things you can share so that I can maintain that freshness? That every aarti is like a first time aarti I'm doing.
Hare Krishna. So, two things, Prabhu. First is we have to associate with devotees who have some realization and taste in Shri Vigraha Seva, in deity worship. For example, we can take some shiksha from devotees who are advanced in deity worship, like Jananivas Prabhu or Mukundatta Prabhu. Unfortunately, now we are deprived of the association of His Grace Pankajangri Prabhu. But devotees who have some realization, devotees who have taste in deity worship, we should take some guidance from them. We should hear from them, hear their lectures. By associating with them, devotees who have taste in deity worship, we will get taste. And then that freshness will be there. That's one. To receive instructions, shiksha and association from devotees who have taste in deity worship. Number two, we should do deity worship with sambandha gyan. The sambandha, abhideya and prayojan. We should serve our deities with some relationship. So if we have Radha Krishna deities, or we have Shaligram Shila or Govardhan Shila, we should consider that I am a Manjari. I am a maid servant of the maid servants of Srimati Radhika Rani. And therefore I have to worship them with punctuality, with cleanliness, with love. Because Krishna can be late. Krishna can be late in meeting Srimati Radharani, coming at the rendezvous. Krishna can be late. He can be late for Ras Leela. But the Manjaris, who are the maid servants of Srimati Radharani, are never late. They are the ones who decorate the Rasasthali. They are the ones who make all the arrangements for Radha and Krishna's Nikunja Leela. Nikunjayo no ratikeli siddhyai yayali bhir yukti rapekshaniya. Tatradi Daksha, very expert in doing different arrangements, yukti, for Nikunjayonu Ratikeli. Rati means conjugal love. So every day we are chanting that Shri Guru is expert, Radha Priya Sakhi. So we should think like this. My Guru, Shri Guru, is Radha Priya Sakhi. He is a very dear maid servant of Srimati Radharani. We are singing this every day. Nikunjayonu ratikeli siddhyayali bhir yukti rapekshaniya tatra ati dakshad ati vallabhasya vande guru Shri Charanaravindam. So my Guru Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada and our Gurugan, they are assisting Radha and Krishna in their Nikunja Leela. And I am their maid servant. I am the servant of their servants. So Sri Guru is not physically present here in my house, but Radha Krishna belong to him. Krishna se tomar, Krishna dite paro, tomara shakati ache. Krishna belongs to the pure devotees. This pure devotees property. So Krishna, Radha and Krishna, they belong to my Guru Varga, but they are physically not present here. And I am their servant. I am their designated servant. So I have been given this service to serve Radha and Krishna. So in the mood of the Manjari, maid servant, I will serve my Radha and Krishna. I will bathe them, I will dress them, I will feed them, I will sing for them. When I'm chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, my head is going like this because I'm meditating that I am doing jhulan for them. Radha and Krishna are sitting on a beautiful jhula, and I'm chanting and I'm fanning them and I'm swinging them. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So with the Sambandha Gyan, because Manjaris are never late, Manjaris are never careless, they arrange everything before Radharani arrives. Krishna may be on time, Krishna may be late. So if we are late, we are not followers of the Manjaris. If we are not punctual in deity worship, we are not followers of the Manjaris. If we don't do it with cleanliness, we are not in Manjari Bhav. So in this way, we have to develop a relationship with our deities. And Sri Guru gives that relationship. And in that, with that Sambandha Gyan, if we worship, then it's a real thing. It's not a ritual. It becomes spiritual. It becomes a relationship, heart to heart. So then we can go deep. There are many things, but just these two things. We should associate with devotees who have developed some taste in deity worship, and we should develop a relationship with our deities and serve them with Sambandha Gyan, not just you are deities, I am Das, and here it is. I have promised I will make one offering, here you go. No, Sambandha Gyan. You are having Nikunja Leela, and I am a servant of my Gurudev, and I am servant of all the Vaishnavas, and it's my great fortune to serve you like this. So we should give them VIP service, grand service with love. Like that. If Guru Maharaj comes home, how we will serve him?
Yeah.
With Sambandha. With Sambandha we will serve him, isn't it? You are my Guru, I am your disciple. Please, what do you like, Maharaj? What should I cook? Should I make paneer sabji for you? Should we make pulao for you? Should we make jalebi? We will, with Sambandha, in a personalized way, will cook and will serve the Guru, Sri Guru, in a very personalized way. Because we have a Sambandha. Similarly, our Sambandha with Krishna is also there through Sri Guru. And we should meditate on that and serve accordingly. Hare Krishna. Is that okay?
Hare Krishna. Yes.
Right.
I have another small question, if I can.
Yes,
So,
Prabhu.
Prabhuji, you are telling about that, offering the obeisances to Vaishnava, even if he comes in middle of the service. So this is the etiquette I've heard that we should not offer obeisances to Vaishnavas in front of the deities. So at home, even at home. So is it correct or not?
Hare Krishna. So I said about receiving Vaishnavas.
Okay.
Not necessarily offering obeisances. We should receive them. Okay. Receiving them means please welcome.
Yeah, welcome.
Sweet words, making them comfortable, giving them water, embracing them.
Yeah.
Embracing them. Advaita Acharya embraced Vishvarupa. So embracing them. As far as offering obeisances in front of the deities is concerned, yes, Srila Rupa Goswami in Bhakti Rasamrit Sindhu, Nectar of Devotion, among the Seva Aparads, he mentions that it is an offense to offer obeisances to anyone in front of the deities, not even to Tulsi Maharani. Therefore, we close the darshan and then we do Tulsi Puja. It is because the devotee who we are offering obeisances to will be embarrassed that Thakurji is standing, is giving darshan, and you are offering respect to him in front of my Thakurji. So to not embarrass the devotee, that is like that. Is that okay?
Yes. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So, Tushar Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Prabhu. Again, thanks. Thank you so much for the wonderful class. I really appreciated the point that you made and Vineet Prabhu reiterated about taking the time to gaze at the deities. I think it's really important, and sometimes we miss it in the hurriness of just visiting the temple. So I appreciate that you mentioned that. I
When we
had a
are in a
slight.
hurry, we don't give attention to Sri Hari.
Yes, yes, exactly. I had a slightly different question, more on a material basis. So, given that Prabhupada and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Sankirtan mission is focused more on preaching, I wanted to know if there's anything in the Chaitanya Bhagavat or any other text, Chaitanya Charitamrita, which said how Advaita Acharya and other devotees prepared materially, either gathering Lakshmi or any other material resources to help Chaitanya Prabhu, kind of uh, launch the Sankirtan movement from Navadvip to all over India. And what can we learn in our present date to 2021 at this time? Like, how do we balance our sadhana as well as making sure that our movement has enough material resources to keep on going strong?
All material resources, all Lakshmi comes from Lakshmikant, the husband of Lakshmi Devi. So all material opulences, they come from Krishna. So economic development is called Artha, Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. And the Vedic literature and the Vedas and certain Purans, they talk about economic development. They talk about economic development. But Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha is not there, not to be found in Srimad Bhagavatam, because that is, like you pointed out, it is more on the material side. It's not pure Divya Gyan, it is Jada Vidya. It is mundane education. And there are other scriptures that explain how we can maintain economic balance. Even Chanakya Pandit has given many sutras that we should not take loan, we should never be a debtor. So many things are there. So, but in Srimad Bhagavatam, in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, which talk about not Laukik Dharma, but they talk about Paramarthik Dharma, supreme good. They specialize in these. So, the supreme good for all mankind. Dharma Projita Kaitavottara, Nirmat Sarana, Amala Puran. Bhagavatam is Amala Puran. So it doesn't mention so much, but there are some practical references, like in Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, to answer your question. It is mentioned that Shivananda Sen was a very honest and very responsible grihastha. And therefore, he had 3 sons, and he took care of his family very nicely. And he also took care of all the devotees, and he would pay for their travel expenses. He would pay all the tolls when devotees from Bengal travel to Jagannath Puri every year for Jagannath Rath Yatra. There is also a mention of Srila Rupa Goswami, Sanatan Goswami. When they were working for Nawab Hussain Shah, they had boat loads of gold coins. They earned very well, and they were very good, very proficient, efficient, and diligent in their work as administrators, as Prime Minister and Home Minister for the Nawab. And the way they divided their wealth, 50% of the wealth they donated for Brahman Seva, Vaishnav Seva, Mandir Seva. 25% of the wealth they used for family maintenance, and 25% wealth was saved for emergencies. Like Rupa Goswami had to use money to get Sanatan Goswami out of the jail. He had to bribe the jailer. So family emergencies. So like that, he divided his wealth. So in this way, practical tips are there. Another example is Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu asking Shivananda Sen to manage the finances of Vasudev Datta. Our Vamshidhari Gopal Prabhu is expert in finance management. I was hearing some of his presentations that he did very nicely for ISKCON Tobacco on financial planning. So Shivananda Sen was very expert in these matters, but Vasudev Datta was not very practical. He was very benevolent, but not very practical. Anyone would come to ask him for anything, he would give. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told Shivananda Sen to manage the finances of Vasudeva Datta, because he would just give away everything, anybody who came to him for help. So this shows Mahaprabhu's attention to the practical financial aspect of things. Shivananda Sen and Rupa Goswami. So there are some examples in our scriptures which teach us the basic principles, basic sutras of financial management, that those who are in the Grahastha ashram, they should take care to be financially sound. Financial planning is very, very important for devotees. And Vamshidhari Gopal Prabhu, Anand Rindhav Prabhu, they have given many talks, and we can listen to them on financial planning. It is important. It may not be directly spiritual, but it is helpful in doing our bhajan peacefully, and also in propagating Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Sankirtan movement.
Can I clarify a point, Prabhu?
Yeah.
I was referring more to as kind of procuring land for doing either farming or buying simple things like rice for preparing khichdi for bhoga, or how to manage or install new printing presses for the the BBT in different languages, for example. How do we find a balance in applying our material skills there versus our own sadhana? So kind of.
So in Caitanya Bhagavata, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says that Bharata Bhumi te haila manushya janmajar janma sarthak kari kara para upakar. That first janma sarthak kari. First we have to make our life successful. Kara para upakar. Then we should do para upakar. Then we should try to help others. For example, only a lifeguard can save someone who is drowning in water. If we ourselves don't know expertly how to swim and we go to help someone, both of us will drown. The person who is drowning will also drown, and the drowning person grabs us and we are not very good at swimming, we will also go down. So therefore, in the name of compassion, we should not just jump into the ocean wanting to save others when we ourselves are not trained properly. So therefore Mahaprabhu says, Janma sarthak kari kara paropkar. First we have to focus on our sadhana. That is most important. Then projects and external development will happen automatically. External development should be a byproduct of internal development. I repeat, external, all these projects and printing and new temple opening and agricultural projects and farm communities, all these external things should be a byproduct of internal development. External development should sprout from internal development. Like a tree has to grow tall, the roots also have to go deep. If the roots are not deep enough and you are the tree is just artificially going up and up, a wind will come and the tree will fall because there are no roots to support, to nourish and support the tree. So the roots is our sadhana. Therefore, we must have strong sadhana, and then projects will happen automatically. Is that okay?
Yeah, thank you, Prabhu. That was a really wonderful way of summarizing. I really appreciate it. It cast away a lot of doubt I had. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. So it is 9:13. Already we are over time. So dear devotees, I'm very sorry. We will take next time if that's okay. We will end it now.
Sure, Prabhu.
Thank you.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna. Jagat Guru Sri Prabhupada ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanand.
Hare Krishna. Thank
Thank you
you.
very much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Thank you.
Krishna.